bad operation or the computer is doing something strange, you can remember what date that started. And then you can go back to that date and say, yes, my problem started on that date. And look, we have an update that corresponds to that date. It is time for another episode of the Computer Doctor Show. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I thought I would talk to you about Windows and updates. This is specifically for Windows 10 and Windows 11 and the migration from Windows 10 to Windows 11 and all of the updates that you can expect in the process. In my experience, I have come across many situations where a computer will stop operating either completely or not operate correctly, or have lots of bugs and doing all kinds of weird stuff after an update. And unfortunately, there's no way to determine which update that the update will be of benefit to you or if the update will cause you some trouble. There's just no way to determine. You just have to let it install and see what it does. But here's the thing. There are two things that you can do to sort of manage the updates, especially if they're causing you trouble. Number one is you have to know how to remove an update, and number two, you have to know how to stop updates from updating. So let's cover that first one. You can actually remove updates by removing them very, very similar to a program. You can actually go into your uninstall folder. That is your uninstall folder. Now, you might be thinking, isn't the uninstall folder from Windows 8 and Windows 7? Well, yes, they are. The uninstall feature of Windows 10 and Windows 11 are still embedded in there. If you're trying to uninstall something, what Windows 10 and Windows 11 will default to is the app programs and features for uninstallation. You can go to the apps section in the settings and remove programs. But what I'm going to recommend is that you go to the search box at the bottom of your taskbar and type in the word control. And it's going to bring up the old-fashioned control panel that will look older and familiar to those that were back in the Windows 7, Windows XP days. Once you're in the control panel, you're going to find the programs and features area and then click uninstall programs. Once you're in the uninstall programs window, there's going to be a check mark or a selection that will ask you to show only Windows updates. When you click that, it'll show you all of your Windows updates that have been installed on the computer, and it will show you the date that it was put in. In that list, you can click the date header, and the list will change to the date order of when it was installed. That's what you want, because if you notice a bad operation or the computer is doing something strange, you can remember what date that started. And then you can go back to that date and say, yes, my problem started on that date. And look, we have an update that corresponds to that date. And then you can just go ahead and remove that update or remove all of the updates that have that same date, because updates tend to stack themselves. So you might have multiple updates. Now let's go over that second option, and that is to delay or stop updates from happening. So once you remove an update, Windows 10, Windows 11, they're going to know that you've removed that update. And they're going to try to go back and put that update back in. That bad update that you just took out, the computer is going to want to put it back in. So, after you remove the update, you have to immediately go into Windows settings, get out of Control Panel, but go into Windows settings, and then go into the update and security section. Go into the advanced go into the advanced part of that sub menu, and then if you scroll down a little bit, you should be able to see pause updates section. Now, when it says pause updates, that kind of suggests that we're only going to stop it for a period of time, and then it's going to reenact itself, which is true. That is what it does. Unfortunately, Windows 10 and Windows 11, you cannot really completely turn off all updates permanently. When I say not really, what I mean is if you're connected to the internet, the system is not really going to let you do that. It's not going to let you permanently stop all the updates, at least not easily. There are videos out there on YouTube and other places and other chat spaces where somebody has figured out how to stop all the updates, but there's lots of repercussions after that. You're going to find very soon that there are some programs that are just going to start blipping out error codes saying that they can't update, or blipping out a message saying that something needs to be downloaded, or a new script, or a new error. You're basically going to compound all kinds of error codes, generating all kinds of notices and messages on the computer as a result of permanently shutting off the updates. And basically, you would be creating more trouble than what you would be fixing by shutting off the updates. So basically, if you're using a computer that is online, connected to the internet, okay, you're going to have to find some way to contend with updates. It's not an option. If you don't like updates and there's not anything that you really need from the internet, your computer already has all the local programming that it needs, that's fine, but leave it off the internet for years at a time, okay? Your computer will run fine offline and you'll never have to do an update. But you're losing so much stuff that you can be doing online than using a computer offline. So using a computer offline is only for very, very specific operations. I know lots of businesses and musicians and people in the arts, they may set up a computer just for offline use, never connecting it to the internet, but it's only designed for specific use and running a specific program for its entire life. Those computers usually run the longest, and there's usually very, very few issues with them. That should tell you something, that there's a lot of bad stuff happening with your internet connection. And really, we all experience it. There's nothing you can really do about it. Somebody more powerful than me could do something about it, but even if they stop it from happening one way, the bad actors are just going to find another way to still do it. So it's a losing game. Anyway, I hope this video has helped you. If you have any questions, please send them over. My name is Aaron Moss. Please like, subscribe, and comment to the videos so that we get ranked higher and I can maybe start making some money with these videos. Who knows? I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.